Hello Twin Flames, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing and all the wonderful comments you leave me on this channel. They blow me away. It makes my heart just burst open with love when I connect with you all on here. We are all family, and that's why I'm building this channel, so that we can build an amazing family of people here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to be doing a lot today for you guys. I'm going to be doing kind of like a little weekly reading for both masculines and feminines and for the collective. I'm going to use all my new cards and obviously some of the favourites as well, like the Moonology and the Sacred Traveller. And I'm going to really do what I'm guided to do. So I may post a few videos today, so bear with me on that one. But I've actually received a message that's come through today, a channeled message, mainly for the divine feminines who are in pain, who are struggling a little bit with the journey. And, you know, I know there's a lot of you watching who've kind of got to a place of empowerment on this journey. And, you know, I really hope that you can help the other ones, you know, the feminines who are a little bit lost, new to the journey maybe, or, you know, been in it a while and really losing hope. If we can kind of all help each other, then, you know, that's really what the divine wants for this channel as well. So I'm going to read out the message now. I've been trying to work out where it's come from, because I can really feel Archangel Michael surrounding everybody right now. All the divine feminines are surrounded by Archangel Michael's strength, power, love and protection. And at first I thought it was coming from Archangel Michael, but it actually isn't. It's coming through from Source, it's coming through from the divine, it's coming through from the infinite intelligence, and this is a message directly from them to you. So I hope this message empowers you a little bit, and I've wrote it down as it's come through to me. I'm going to read it and then maybe talk about it. I'll do what I'm guided to do. So the message says, Nothing is more debilitating than to care about something that you can't do anything about. That's when we feel powerless. It's mainly the time when things are out of our control, when we get ignored by our twin, ghosted, blocked, all the usual things that happen. But you know, I want to just stress this point over, that if you're being ghosted, ignored or blocked by your twin, it's a blessing in disguise, because it's the first stepping stone to union. You know, if you're in union with your twin and you've never been through separation, then, you know, it's very, very rare that happens, because separation has to occur so that the masculine can awaken to their journey, and so the feminines can, you know, really work on their self-worth and finding their true life purpose. That's why separation happens. So, you know, if you're in a twin flame union and you've never been in separation, then I think you really have to question, is this your twin flame? Is it a soulmate maybe? Because, you know, 99%, that's what they're saying, it's very rare it wouldn't happen unless you were really highly evolved, awakened souls. Then, you know, 99% go through separation of some kind. And it says nothing is more debilitating than to care about something that you can't do anything about. And when you really care about your twin and the connection between you, and you're out of control, it just feels, or it's earth-shattering, you know? It feels like your world is collapsing around you. And it says, and you can't do anything about what your twin is going through. And that's the real truth. You can't, you know, you can't wake them up. You can't make things better for them. You can't save them. As much as you try to do that and you want to do that, nothing will, you know, will wake them up. They've got to do it in their time. They've got to do it in their timing and for the right way for them, you know. It says you can want better for them. You can want to help them and be there for them, but you can't do something about someone's vibration other than hold them in the best light you can mentally and then project that to them. So what the divine is saying is that, you know, you can't do something about the way a person's feeling about you or the situation. They have to learn it for themselves. And, you know, you can't ever change anybody's vibration. All you can do is work on your own vibration and your own thoughts and your own feelings. So you can hold that person in the best light and send them love and joy, and you can want the best for them and send them positive thoughts. And you can project that to them, but you can't mentally make them wake up to things that they're not ready to face or see things that they're not ready to face. In other words, it says send them love and positive thoughts. Sometimes distance makes it much more possible for them to see things for themselves than being up close to them. So that's the whole point of separation, Sometimes distance makes it more possible for them. Distant separation makes it possible for them to see things in their own way, in their own time, for the right reasons. And yourself, you can only show the way. If you're not ready to learn a lesson, then you no matter what you do, you can't change these things. So you have to just have patience, feminines, that the masculines are on their path and that they will find the way into the light eventually. And you have to do what's right for you. It says it's painful when you want to be heard and listened to and understood, and you can't. And it is, because you think, wake up, what is wrong with you? Why can't you see what I see? You can feel it. Why can't you see it? Why don't you understand? And it's because they aren't at the same level of awareness as you. And that's why on this journey, everybody's in different stages. So if there's a feminine commenting on the post saying, they're in pain or suffering, and, there's people who aren't going through that, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong. It just means you're at different stages of your journey. And this is why the angels tell me that categorizing yourself into, whatever it is, wave 1, 2 and 3 of the twin flame journey doesn't work, because everybody's journey, although there's so much similarity in what's going on, everyone's journey is unique and different, and you can't categorize yourselves into groups because you're so unique and different. So you just have to take what you can from the guidance that you're receiving, and it's not really a listening or hearing of the words that resonates so much with you. It's the feeling that you get. It's the feeling. It's like you remembering the truth. And that's what really happens when you listen to the messages, because you'll just be understanding on some level of awareness of your soul that you already know that this is the truth. And it says you go into sadness and pain and grief and helplessness when you're in pain and you're feeling you're being blocked, you can't get your point across. And you feel guilty then. You feel you need to change something, you've done something wrong, and you start beating yourself up. But then eventually that becomes anger and blame. So you start blaming your twin. You start blaming other people, karmics, and other people that are distracting them, other things. And you become very angry, But the angels are saying that being angry is better than being in depression and sadness over it. At least you're feeling something. There's some movement forward. And then eventually the anger and the blame turns into frustration. So it's kind of like a mini acceptance happens then, because you understand that, there's no point blaming anybody. It is what it is. It just feels frustrating. And that's when you learn the patient side of things. And then the frustration leads to acceptance. And that's where you accept that, okay, this is how it is right now. And this is what the angels are really getting across, that we need to be in that place of right now, into a place of acceptance. Because when you're in a place of acceptance, then it leads to hopefulness. And hopefulness is where the magic happens, because then you just expect things to fall into place. You get to a point in acceptance where you start, because you accept the situation, you start focusing on you and your goals and your dreams and your intentions, and you focus on your self-worth and healing you and doing things that make you feel good. You realise that you are valuable and worthy and beautiful and unique and special and kind and loving and all these things. And then you start feeling hopeful about what happens in the future. And that's when union happens. That's when contact comes back in, And it says, your happiness cannot depend on them. Okay, your happiness cannot depend on them, because only you have the power over your thoughts. It's time to let go. So, you can't let your happiness depend on other people, because then it's a short-lived thing, because people are people, and people change their minds like the wind, and depending on what they're going through and their circumstances and their emotions. So you can never put the responsibility onto another person to make you happy, just like nobody can expect that of you, because everybody's doing their own thing and learning their own way. So look to yourself for the happiness. Get your strength from above, Tune into source energy. That's where your power comes from, feminines. And only you have the power over your thoughts. And the angels are actually saying that everything that happens in this life and this journey, it's neither good nor bad. It's neutral. It's the way you view it that makes it good or bad. How powerful is that? So if you see that you've gone into separation as a blessing, because the angels tell me, as hard as it is a blessing, because it's the stepping stone to union. These things have to occur. If you stay in union without ever experiencing separation, then you're not able to learn the lessons. So you can't be together, eventually something will come along and it'll rip you both apart. So you have to let go of the pain connected with it. The angels are saying the best way to do it is to connect with nature, to go out in nature, to breathe it in, to feel the air, to know that you are supported from source, to look at the clouds and feel the power up there. And when it's sunny, feel the power of the sun on you, revitalising you, making you strong. When it's cold, go in the wind and feel it blowing you around. That's power. When it's raining, know that it's cleansing you, And the same when it's snowing, it's just blasting everything away. How amazing is that? Connect with nature. It says pain doesn't bother the divine masculine like it bothers you. And that's because you're awakened, you're spiritual, you know what's going on, you're an empath mostly, you're sensitive to things. So it bothers you more than it bothers the divine masculine. But it bothers the masculine in different ways. We're all learning in different ways. So don't think they're not going through the pain. The angels have shown me. They've shown you on that video, last week, that pain energy coming through from the masculine that sounded like a vacuum cleaner, a hoover, a drill, a whale, all kind, wherever you tuned into that message. But it was sheer pain coming through. So the masculine goes through their own pain, but, you can't save them right now. They have to save themselves. They have to find their own way on this journey. And it says, this is the most important bit. I love this bit. It's so powerful. Your balance must be more important than them. Because if it isn't, in time you will have nothing to give. How powerful is that? It says your balance, in other words, your balance, your peace of mind, your emotional state, your physical body, your health must be more important than your divine masculine. Because if it isn't, in time you'll have nothing to give back. And that's because you'll become bitter, obsessed, stressed out, depressed, low energy, and then you create physical dis-ease in the body. You'll have nothing to give to the masculine, because the masculine wants light from you, unconditional love and support from you, the 5D connection, all these things that the angels are guiding you to do, to work on you. It says the divine masculine does not understand your journey just as much as you do not understand theirs, but it's okay, help's on the way. And saying it's okay, help's on the way. The help is coming from above, from the angels. The angels have got your back and they've got the back of the masculines. It's all under divine love, protection and support, and all under divine timing. So even when there's communication issues, even when you feel that hope's lost, even when you feel you can't go on another day, that's when the fantastic strength of Archangel Michael is needed. And he swoops in like a white knight, and he'll lift you up, and he'll help you to have clarity and focus, and he'll shield you from harm, and he'll cut any cords with anything negative dragging you down, and he will cut down any barriers, and they show me again moving out loads of like in a field, like branches, and he'll move and cut down and chop down anything in the way, and he will move you forward. and you will see things clearly, and you will have moments of clarity in this journey. You will have moments of clarity in this journey, feminines, where the light will go on and you will think, wow, why didn't I realise that sooner? And it can take a long time, so it doesn't matter if you're at the start of this journey, you're just learning what the twin flame's all about, or if you've been on this journey for 20 years. We're all learning, we're all growing, we're all family, and we need each other's support. So, we need support. We don't need to be telling each other off for not doing things right. There's no mistakes. There's no mistakes. If you've contacted your twin and then you think, I wish I hadn't done that, it's not a mistake. You followed your heart. But, it's a lesson, and it's a blessing that's coming from that lesson and from that mistake. But the angels are saying there are no mistakes on this journey, and there are no mistakes in this life. We're all human. We have to do what we feel we need to do, and ultimately things will make us stronger. So I hope this channel message helps today. It's how to empower you. It's really fantastic that this has come through. And the angels have shown me how powerful you are. So, take that into consideration today. And I'm going to put this on now. I'm going to upload this now. And then I'm going to spend the morning recording cards. We'll say the morning, it's nearly afternoon in the UK. I'm going to, record, do loads of cards so that we can really see what's going on. And I'll be posting that later. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. You are beautiful, unique and special, and very, very loved.